All right, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Overtime with Coach Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar athletics as we, of course, look at all the Southern sports and what their playing is. And the man right here, the athletic director of Southern University, Roman Banks, on the show. As always, good to see you, my friend.
Appreciate you, co-host.
Man, I tell you what, baseball took 1 out of 3 out of Grambling. It's their first series loss of the entire year in the SWAC play.
Yeah, and you know, whenever they have a good baseball team as well, and
yes.
you know, they've been pretty dominant in the last few years. But whenever you go play a team like Grambling, who is our rivalry game,
yeah,
and they had a pretty good crowd out there, so they was waiting on us to arrive. But I thought that our guys bounced back very well and was able to win on that Sunday and bring one back home, which was much needed.
Yeah, 16-5 now on the season in SWAC play. All they need is one victory against Prairie View A&M this weekend, and they've got the SWAC Western Divisional Championship for the first time in years. So just one victory is all they need, and that's big. So we're going to be talking more about that coming up.
Yes.
Lady Jaguar softball team played their final, of course, home game against TSU also last weekend.
Yeah, and that was a very challenging game, and we had a great crowd, and it was also Kids Day as we start our Lacumba Club, Kids Club. And it was nice to see the young folks getting their pace trained,
yeah,
and having a good time out there. But I was very excited about how we competed against the #1 team in the league, and obviously I think that that'll take a lot of momentum into the tournament play going into Montgomery this weekend.
I think y'all have started something that's going to happen here. Also, by the way, do we have some steals of that lady softball team in the final series? I think we got some pictures there we want to show, and there it is right there. Look at that. And obviously now making their way to the SWAC tournament, which will be coming up in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, and we still have a makeup game that possibly we'll have to play. We're still working with the conference office to see what that game matters to be played. And so it's kind of different when you start talking about softball and baseball,
yeah,
about these rainouts. So
yeah,
people got to understand those type of situations for us. But we do know that once again we made it to the conference tournament, and that we'll be headed to Montgomery, you know, this upcoming week.
All right, and the Jaspy Award, I think you've got something going on there. I think you're going to see other teams that's going to, I mean, a lot of other colleges have their award shows, but the way y'all did it was absolutely unbelievable. Huge success. It honors the Southern athletes and the Southern coaches and all the administration that works into the softball, excuse me, in all sports. Arabella Hall, and we got some still photos of this too. We want to show that. Arabella Hall, a junior on the volleyball team, won Female Athlete of the Year. How about that?
Yes, very good. And obviously, you know, it's all about the students.
Yes.
And so the Jaspy is the concept that we come up with to recognize each sport, get a chance to pick their own winners, and then we have the athletic department winners as well, Student of the Year, high GPA, and so on and so forth. And so they get a chance to dress up very nicely, come take pictures. You know, they have walk-up music like the Exhibits.
Oh, cool.
For them to get their awards. And so I was very excited about the great job that Dr. Scott, Traven Scott, and his group did organizing this. And I want to give a shout out to Corey McCain, who is the lead go-to guy on this event. And he's a bright young man in our department that has a huge future ahead of himself as it relates to athletic administration. And once again, job well done.
Done an awesome job. Congratulations, as I said, to Hall. Also, congratulations to senior baseball player Javion Williams, won the Male Athlete of the Year award. Congratulations for that. So when you've got athletes like that, student athletes like that, and they get an honor like that, I know it's big for them.
Yeah, and you know, it's pretty cool for them to be recognized among their peers. And it's also, you turn right back around, and if I play softball or volleyball, they have their own set of awards themselves, and most of them name out the players who's been successful in that area. And so we've been able to come up with some nice concepts. And we're looking at taking a step further next year. So we hope to televise this event next year.
Cool.
I pledge that to the student athletes, and I mean to see that one through.
Oh, wow, cool deal. That'll be fun. Walk for Humanity event also took place. We got some pictures for that as well.
Yeah, once again, throughout the whole week, student athlete, we had a lot of things going on, and this is the final finale where we go downtown and we are joined with Velma Tarver, global management as it relates to her project of raising money for Africa. And so we wanted to make sure that we're giving back in a huge way. And so we take the time out every year to partner up with her in the community to go out and have a very good showing as it relates to empowering other countries and helping out where we need to help.
Yeah, Dr. Tarver always bragged about that.
Yeah.
About that museum and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Season ticket renewals, also a new account period starts May 13th.
May 13th. Now, I'm very excited about that one. And so I think this will set the tone and set the stage for our upcoming season.
Yep.
And obviously, I asked everyone to go out and sign up. And we're on a huge season ticket push. And if you purchase your tickets early as a season book holder, you get them much cheaper than a single game ticket.
Yep.
And so we're actually standing by that, and we're running some specials as well. So we ask everybody to stay tuned to GoJazzSports.com. Give us a call at the ticket office 225-771-3171. And check it out and see what's going on, because we want to make sure that we can accommodate all our fans and bring new Jaguars into the fold.
No question about that. Now, people can buy tickets now for the Texas State Showdown. Is that correct?
Exactly right. And so, and also, a lot of things, Bayou Classic has been selling out. So I want to make sure I want to put that nugget in there. So if you become a season book holder, then you have a chance to get Bayou Classics. You become a priority person, and you can get them before the better seats before we let them go to the public.
Wow.
And so, and also with that being said, we also do the same thing for the Dallas Showdown as well. And you can purchase those tickets now. And so we do know who season book holders and who are not, but anyone can purchase those tickets, and they're on sale at our ticket office right now.
Awesome.
And we know that's a huge game for us as well now.
Yeah. And go to the Texas State Fair. It's unbelievable. It's like a mini Disney World. It blew me away to go there. And you're playing at the unbelievable Cotton Bowl.
Fried butter?
Fried butter.
Hey, yeah,
how do they do that? No.
I don't understand.
How do they do fried butter?
Fried butter.
Fried ice cream and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. So
I like that track with the trucks.
Oh, yeah?
You saw that truck?
Yeah,
that was so awesome.
So
also, speaking of tasting and food and fried butter, I don't think we'll have that there. Taste of Jag Food Expo is coming up in Baton Rouge, at the Belle of Baton Rouge Casino on May 23rd.
Yeah, that's one of our fundraisers that close out this fiscal year for us. And so we're very excited about that. Michael Foster Project will be performing. And we know that those are mostly jukebox graduates, and they put on a very good show. So you get a chance to come out, taste great food, have a good time amongst all your friends and Jaguar fans, and also listen to good music and have a good time for 3 hours from 6:30 to about 8:30 and 9:30. And so we look forward to having a good time. So once again, this event is an event that I'm just not asking you for money. I'm asking you to come, enjoy, pay, and then this money's help us do other things for our student athletes.
No question about that. All right, when we come back, we're talking track and field. Coach White is here. We're going to talk with him coming up right here next. We're at Scoreboard's Restaurant right here on Coursey Boulevard, which is right in smack in between Airline Highway and Sherwood Forest Boulevard. If you're coming from Airline Highway, it is on your left. If you're coming from Sherwood, it is on your right. And we invite you to come and get some boiled crawfish, some boiled, we got all kinds of stuff. We got hamburgers here. We got boiled crabs.
They got it all right now.
Boy, did you see that big Superdome bowl? It looked as big as a Superdome of pasta that you get here. It's absolutely unbelievable. I'd be on there all week.
But don't forget, just come get the bread pudding. Overtime
Woo,
series.
yes, indeed. Almost forgot that. Can't forget that. All right, we'll be back right here from Scoreboard's Restaurant, Pelican Sports TV.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouger. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouger today.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, official chicken of Southern University. One love.
When you play the Louisiana Lottery, you may not see where your dollar goes. To the potential it nurtures. To the future it fuels. But with every dollar you spend, you're supporting K through 12 public education. Even if you don't see the change you're making, our students do. Thank you for giving us a reason to smile.
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here to Scoreboard's Restaurant. It's right here on Corsi Boulevard. Good to have you back. And, of course, we're talking Jaguar Athletics. It's overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. And we're here with Coach White. And how you doing, my friend?
Doing well, doing well.
Did you enjoy the award banquet?
Yes, we enjoyed that.
Cool deal.
Always
cool
a great
deal.
thing.
We got a video right now we want to show you for the Jaxby's. That was called right there, the award ceremony that happened at the F.G. Clark Activity Center. Check this out.
You put yourself in a space where you have student athletes that's achieved as much as ours have achieved, and over the course of the last academic year, you want to make sure that that you recognize them for all that they've done, not only on the athletic fields but also in the classroom as well. And I think that's a direct carryover to what we're trying to do as it relates to our donor clubs, our S clubs. You know, how you treat a student athlete when he or she is here is a direct reflection of how they're going to treat you when they're out in the workforce and they leave. And so I think it's critical that we make sure to acknowledge our student athletes for their academic successes as well as athletics.
Recognized for your work, it means a lot because you work, you wake up every morning, you do the work, you work hard and grind. So when you get an award for it, it just shows that not just the players see, but also the coaches, and knows your hard work and your talent.
It feels good knowing that we are being recognized, because sometimes it feels like your hard work goes unnoticed, even though you win games. But outside of winning, seeing it get recognized is nice.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. So, I mean, as a coach, your athletes got to have shine when they see an award show like this.
Yeah. It's always a great thing for the reward the kids. They work so hard for it, you know.
Yeah, and now, of course, you're getting ready, and we have some pictures right here of the Southern track, but you're getting ready to obviously be heading on to the SWAC tournament, which is going to be Friday, but you leave tomorrow.
Yes. So we're going to be competing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the SWAC Championship over at Prairie View, Texas. So the kids are very excited. Been working real hard since September, and we're ready to go out there and get it going.
How long is it? What are you looking for in this where you got to be the strongest? Where do you think you're going to be the strongest at? What position?
Well,
What
we
event?
always strong in the field. Like we always strong in the field. The throwing events, we're real strong in those events. But along with some sprinting events, some distant events, mid distance. Like I feel like we got a real well-rounded team. When you got a well-rounded team, that's what you need in those championship events.
All right. Now, what do you expect as far as this is the point where you got to look at and say this might be our little weakest part?
Well, we don't have any pole vaulters right now. We don't have any pole vaulters. I would say that's a weak point for us right now. But we'll overcome from that. We're pretty strong in the other events for to overcome just that one event.
Which I think is inhuman.
Yeah.
Grab a stick and jump over.
Yeah.
What is it? 20-something feet high? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, what are you looking like the best team going into this track meet?
Like in the conference
Yeah.
outside of us, I would say Alabama State is always strong on the women's side. They're always strong. They're going to be pretty powerful and everything like that. But on the men's side, it's kind of wide open. But we know, like going in, we know Alabama State is the team on the women. It's been like that the past 9 years.
But you're ready to take that championship away.
We're ready to take it away from them. We feel our team has been working real hard, and it is what you do in those 3 days. If you can put it together in those 3 days, anybody could be a champion.
When do you start concentrating on next year? Getting ready for fall and stuff like that?
That's always in the back of your mind because you always got to prepare for the future as long as, in the same time as, looking at, the present. So you always got to keep preparing for the future too, even though you got to stick with the present at that time. So you got to keep preparing. This job never stops. This college athletics.
Right. How many spots are going to be open for next year's team?
All right. Right now, going on for next year, we have 4 senior ladies, and we already signed eight young ladies. So we doubled the number that we're going to replace. And on the guys' side, we got 6 guys, and we just got 1 senior. So it's just basically reloading and adding to it.
How many can you have on the guys' side? How many can you have on the girls' side? What is the NCAA minimum?
For conference,
or maximum?
For conference, the maximum number is 34. So 34 is our number on our men's, and 34 is the maximum on our women's. And we could put up to 6 people in the event. So
all right, cool.
That's what it is.
Cool. And how the facilities coming at Southern University?
Oh, the facilities are great. Coach Banks, along with his administrators, they work real hard to get our facilities up to where they need to be able to host some meets in the future.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's fun. And, it's great to have all of those facilities in order for all the kids that we have in those events, in order to do all of those events. So it's always a great thing.
What time does the meet start on for the SWAC tournament on Friday?
It starts off at 8:30 in the morning. It starts off with the javelin throw for the men's, and follow with the 10,000, and then with the multi, and in the evenings they got a few more field events, and then on Saturday that's when all of the running pretty much starts. So the prelims for the running is basically on Saturday, and the finals is basically on Sunday.
Sunday, right.
Yeah.
And then after that, then we just wait to see about NCAAs, right?
Yes. So we got some kids on the bubble that's been running really well, been throwing real well, been jumping real far and everything. So we know it has some of the Power 5 and some of the bigger conference meet next week. But what they do is they split the country in half. So they take the 48 best people in the East and the 48 best people in the West. So we on the East side. So we got some strong colleges on the East side, but we feel we got kids that can make it into the NCAA first rounds.
So what do you do as far as what does the team get? How do they get prepared? Stretching and what have you before the event starts?
Yeah, pretty much. You kind of stick to the same thing. You just stick to the basics. So pretty much early in the week we stick to the same training what we doing, but we go in like 3-week cycles. In the 4 week they kind of get like a rest week. So when you're getting off into the championship meet, you're still kind of working on your 3-week cycle, and this pretty much a rest week for them, but it's time for them to kick it in the full gear.
And they're responsible for their stretching.
Yeah.
Because I know in football, they'd always say stretch, 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 and I'd be, okay, I'm stretching.
Yeah.
And then when I pulled a hamstring, brother, I'm not, I'm going to stretch all the time now.
Yeah, we do a lot of dynamic stretching and, getting our body prepared, in order to compete and everything like that. So it's a lot go into it and, just trying to get the best out of them,
Cool. And I bring that up because coming up next, we're going to be talking yoga Lattes. I'm going to get to learn more about yoga Lattes coming up and how she means for Southern University and what have you. That's going to be coming up next. April Hill from Yoga Lattes 2 is going to be joining us right here on set. And Coach, good luck in the SWAC meet this week.
Thank you.
And can't wait for the next show to bring that big trophy right here.
Yeah, that'll be a great thing. I know
it could break the table if you want to.
Yeah.
Coach won't mind.
Yeah, Coach won't mind. Coach like championships.
He's got a better Cajun accent than I do. Hey, where are you from?
I'm from Donaldsonville originally.
Donaldsonville. I'm from Ville Platte, and you got a better Cajun accent than I do. All right, coming up next, again, we're talking yoga Lattes and how does it mean for Southern University and all the athletes. We'll do that coming up right here. It's Overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics right here from Scoreboards Restaurant. Back in a moment, Pelican Sports TV.
All right.
Family road trips just got a whole lot easier. The 2018 Nissan Rogue. Now with Nissan Intelligent Mobility, featuring technologies like available ProPilot Assist, which helps keep an eye on the road ahead and helps you stay centered while you're turning this lane into memory lane. Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
CareSouth offers a wide range of comprehensive medical, behavioral health, and dental services. On behalf of the staff and board of directors, we want to thank the Parish of Ascension, East Baton Rouge, and Iberville for allowing us to serve you. Come out to any of our locations where family is serving families.
I can still remember Charlotte's first day of kindergarten like it was yesterday. Now, she's heading off to college.
So how are you feeling?
I'm nervous. I'm also really excited.
You know you're the first McKernan to not go to LSU in decades. Promise me this, you'll wear purple and gold at all the UT football games.
Dad.
Letting go isn't easy, especially for this Louisiana dad, but our children know family is always there for them. Just like when our clients come to us for help, they'll always be part of the Get Gordon family. We want to be your lawyers for life.
Call 888-8888.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Home, away, any game day. At Walk-Ons, we'll help you do game day right.
What's the most important aspect of event hosting? Location. This is something that Bell knew from day one. That's why we're located in downtown Baton Rouge, across from the convention center, close to LSU, and right by the river. So with a friendly staff, award-winning cuisine, and a massive conference center of 10 rooms and 24,000 square feet capable of fitting more than 2,000 guests, what we offer is just as important as where we are.
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here at Scoreboards Restaurant. Again, on Corson Boulevard, right in between Sherwood and Airline Highway. And we're talking April Hill, Yoga Lattes 2. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, I want to explain everybody what Yoga Lattes exactly is.
Well, it is a great complete body workout. So we consider one Yoga Lattes class is equivalent to an hour of cardio, an hour of weight resistance, and an hour of stretching. So you get it all in an hour.
Wow. Okay, so tell us where you're located, first of all.
We are located at 655 Highlandia Drive. We have a brand new studio. It's amazing, and we invite you out to it. We have over 31 classes a week, and you can find our schedule at yogalattes2south.com.
Okay, now for some new person who's coming out there and wants to try it, what do they need to bring the first session?
Well, really, I just tell people just show up. But if you have a yoga mat, bring it. If you forget one, we have one that you can use. And arrive with an open mind. Arrive well hydrated, well nourished. Don't show up on an empty stomach, and we'll take care of you from there.
So you don't drink while you're doing the
You can, but you
Okay.
know everybody walking around is dehydrated.
Okay.
We live in South Louisiana. We like
Right.
to drink. We like to
That's
eat.
right.
So drink water. You know.
How long does each class go?
That's a great question. So all the classes are an hour, with the exception of our 5:15 a.m. It's 45 minutes, and we have a midday class. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 12:45. Those are 45-minute classes.
Okay.
So a little bit quicker pace.
How often should you take these classes?
Very good question.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. I'm done. I'm done.
Same time tomorrow.
That's
We
right.
have, I really and truly recommend, depending on what someone's goals are, to do it at least 3 times a week. With athletes, we typically train 1 to 2, sometimes 3 times a week. They're doing lots of other things, incorporating it into their strength and conditioning program, but they have definitely found benefits doing it 1 to 2 times a week.
Now, this is what I'm taking at. It's not where it's like loud music going on and trying to get you pumped. It's all about basically
Tuning out.
and
Being
being
present.
quiet and then breathing and all that part of it too?
That is what has kept me hooked for 17 years.
Wow.
There's no music. You are exactly right. It's a quiet environment. You are, for 60 minutes, you're quiet. You're just being taught and told what to do. And so you're not with a phone. You're not checking anything. So for 60 minutes, you've checked out and you're listening
Cool.
to your body, and that's where the de-stress comes in.
Now, you work with the basketball team, the men's basketball team, and I understand that the women will be soon. Why is it so important for athletes to be taking Yoga Lattes?
It's been a really great partnership because they have the opportunity to come in and have an hour of quiet, and it's really, really good for the hips, mobility, increasing flexibility, and working on endurance, increasing that, and that's really, I think, the biggest benefits our athletes have seen.
Yeah, the stretching big time, as we were just talking about too with the track coach, Coach White, is the stretching is so important as an athlete.
Yes.
And the flexibility too.
Absolutely.
So that's big into this too?
Huge. The flexibility is big, and that helps on the court, off the court, helping decrease injuries. So the more flexible they are, the more mobile they are, decreases the opportunity for injuries in their season.
Okay. All right, so how much does a class like this cost?
It's very affordable, so you can just show up and pay by the class, which is like $25 a class, or you can get a membership and you can come unlimited. So with 31 classes a week, and if someone's wanting to come 3 or more times a week, a membership's where it's at. Plus, you get to participate in our workshops, contests, challenges, and all those great things for nothing.
Oh, wow. So it is, like I said, it's helping you out and all that kind of good stuff. And I understand you're going to start working with the administrative staff, is that right?
I'm excited. We're fired up. Coach Banks is leading the pack.
Oh, he's leading the pack? Are you going to be
Yes.
extra hard on him?
No.
No?
Not if I want to fill the room, no. No, Coach Banks has really been a trailblazer with this. He's seen the benefits of it, and I'm excited for the opportunity to work with all the staff, yes.
So you said you've done this for 17 years. What made it a point to where you said, I want to be able to work with Southern University? What made that partnership come together?
Well, Coach Banks knew that I'd worked with some athletes. He'd actually even referred a couple of people to me before we had the opportunity to put the team together. And I really think the God kind of orchestrated it all, you know, knowing this person and that person, and then it was the right time. He was ready to implement it for his team, and here we are today, 3 or 4 seasons later. So it's been a great thing, great opportunity, great privilege for myself and my team.
Awesome deal. So we're going to tell you to look at it, and we've got several people that are watching from Lafayette, New Orleans, right here in Baton Rouge. Give you another chance to tell you where the location is and all that stuff. We'll do that first.
Okay, come see us, 655 Highlandia Drive, right off of I-10. Take the Highland Road exit and visit our website, yogalatties2south.com. You can learn more about us and see our schedule, and we'll take good care of you.
And $25 per class, but if you want to buy it for the month, you can do that too.
You bet.
All right, cool. And you do the classes?
Yes. Yes,
All of
yes.
them?
Oh, no.
I'm about to say,
I'm
how
very
many-
thankful. I have a great team. But I teach a few classes a week, and I take as often as I can.
So are you the leader in the pack in the front, just, kind of like making sure everybody's going to be following my footsteps?
Yes.
Or do you walk around?
Oh, both.
Both?
Because I want to make sure you find the right form when you
Yeah.
come to the class.
I need to. I need to do it. That would be fun, too. It really would be fun.
Tomorrow. Let's meet
Tomorrow?
on the mat, 9:15.
Well, I do it, but I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
No.
Any other week, but negative.
Right.
But no, I really would like that challenge.
I would love it.
That would be
Come.
fun.
Yes. You'll feel incredible when it's over.
Now,
you might cuss in the middle, but
Yeah.
you're going to really feel rejuvenated.
Cool,
at
I
the
can do
end.
that. I can do
Yes.
that. So what do you recommend for people to do when they're coming in there, as far as health-wise?
You come in and work at your own pace. This is not, we're not handing out awards at the end.
Yeah.
The reward is feeling good, getting up, walking out, and you've worked every muscle in your body. So you come in, you work at your own pace. You're just trying to remain in that hot room. So you figure out in the first 30 seconds, nobody's looking at you except the instructor. And we want you to do well. We want you to experience the benefits and feel the work. Be uncomfortable for a minute. That's where the beauty is at.
Now, the only thing about it is, for me, there's no way I can have my foot touch my head. That's going to be
Well,
done.
not on day one,
Okay.
but
All
we
right.
will get there. It's a journey.
If
Nothing
my
overnight.
foot touches my head, then something's bad happened. Something broke. Something's going on.
Some days you can, some days you can't. Your body's always giving you a new challenge. You don't master any of this, you practice. So that's why you're not competing with the guy next to you or the girl over here. You're in your zone. And after you've practiced just being in your zone and on your mat for 60 minutes, you have forgotten about the to-do list and the problems you walked in with.
So where do you get out of this class? Is it weight loss?
Weight loss, toning, reduce blood pressure. People that have been insulin dependent are no longer. We've seen incredible results over the number of years I've been involved. Total transformations. So what you put in is what you're going to get out. You come 3 to 4 days a week, you're going to lose weight, you're going to feel great, increase your self-confidence. If you've walked in with some baggage, you're probably going to sweat that out and be able to manage that when you walk back out of the studio.
All right.
So a number of things.
Cool deal. Give the address again. The address and also the website, and you have a phone number too?
Yes, 655 Highlandia Drive. Website is www.yogalati's2south.com or call us 225-771-8175. We look forward to seeing you.
Now we've got some people in the house. Coach Sean Woods, is he the basketball head coach? Is he part of that too?
Yes,
He goes to the Yoga Lottie?
consistent,
Look at him,
sweating,
yeah.
complaining
What about
on the
Mr.
mat.
Peter Cipriano, who had the sweetest shot from the outside there?
Yes. He does a great job when he comes as well.
Does he hit
And-
neighbors though? Because he's got his
Those
stretch,
long
his
legs.
reach is like forever.
Yes, we've got to spread them out on the mat so they don't knock each other
All right.
over.
And also really be hard on Travion Scott here, former point guard for Southern University.
He's going to come with you when you
Oh,
come.
he ain't come yet? Awesome deal. Ms. April Hill, thank you so much for being here.
Tomorrow, 9:15.
Tomorrow, 9:15 in the morning. I'll be there.
Thank you.
I'll be there. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking about the Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport. Where do you fly out next? Baton Rouge Airport. There's no other place to go. We'll do that coming up right now. It's Overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics back in a moment right here on Pelican Sports TV.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bill.
When Culinary Artistry partners with the Jaguar Nation, a good time is guaranteed. Join SU Athletics and the Belle of Baton Rouge Casino for the 3rd annual Taste of the Jag Food Expo, May 23rd, 2019 at the Belle of Baton Rouge Casino and Hotel Atrium. It's a night of good food, good music, and Southern fried fun. For more details or to sign up as a vendor, call 225-771-3171.
At Roadrunner Towing, we love our God, our children, our nation, and yes, our sports. So let's play ball. Score big when you need a tow, either in East Baton Rouge or West Baton Rouge. Because at Roadrunner Towing, we don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary. I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary. Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
The smart Baton Rouge business traveler travels out of Baton Rouge. Why? It's about not having to wake up hours earlier, fight traffic, and stand in long lines. It's also about BTR being closer, more convenient, with non-stops and short hops to anywhere your business takes you. It's smart. So for your business, if it's about being one step ahead and not dead on your feet, then it's about time you flew BTR. Baton Rouge Metro Airport. It's about time.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right? You ever come to Louisiana?
Welcome back, everybody. We're right here at Scoreboards Restaurant. It's overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks, a closer look at Jaguar Athletics. And we've got Gregory Pearson here. How you doing, my man?
Doing great.
So when did you go to Southern?
Went to Southern back in 97 to 2002.
Okay.
Graduated in computer science with a minor in business management. So definitely enjoyed my time there. Had the personal touch, the Southern University experience. Cool. And definitely enjoyed the time there.
Now you work at the Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Indeed. I'm the assistant director at the airport. I've been in that position for about a year, this month actually. Enjoying that new role, that new challenge. Been at the airport for 15 years.
Wow.
But enjoying the new task at hand, so looking forward to it.
Now your classes at Southern University, how did that help you prepare for this job?
Oh, without question. It's one of those things where when you're taking the classes and going through the process, you don't really necessarily see the value at that time. But once you actually get into your role and grow up and become a mature adult and enter the workplace,
right,
you see the value added and the substance of what your teachers were trying to teach you. The biggest thing I will say about Southern University education is you actually matter. You weren't just a number.
Yeah.
They actually had a vested interest in your success, and I still keep in contact today with teachers from undergraduate studies.
So is there any class that you would say that you didn't take at Southern that you wish you would have taken, that you might want to tell the young student who's now taking it, to where take this class if you ever want to be in a position like I'm in?
Yeah, it's anything involving leadership, anything management leadership wise. Even if today you don't see yourself in that role, in that capacity, you're one person leaving an organization, or one person just looking and seeing something more in you from being in that role, in that capacity. So if you can have those soft skills that can transcend into that role, you can be a value-added asset for your organization. So anything leadership-wise, take it, whether it's a part of your curriculum or not. Make sure you advance yourself and take those courses.
Now, what is your role at the airport? What exactly do you do?
Right. So I'm the hamster on the wheel. I kind of keep everything
there you go.
going, so to speak. So I'm overseeing the marketing division, the airport operations division, the IT division. Anything that happens at the airport, the day-to-day operations of keeping it running. I report directly to the director, Mike Edwards, who's been in that role for about a year as well. So pretty much everything that happens on a day-to-day basis, I oversee and make sure it gets done.
Cool. Now, let's talk about some of the new things that you have. I like always seeing the news releases and what have you, that you're getting nonstop flights to certain areas. I mean, you're getting like Orlando, Florida, right?
Correct. Orlando, Florida will be resuming. It's seasonal right now. We'll be resuming back in June on Via Airlines. We're excited about that. We're just in time for the summer for you to take your small kids to Orlando, Sanford. We also have direct service to Austin on Via as well. That will be resuming this summer as well. So anytime we can add a new route or a new mode of travel to our passengers, we want to do it. We're excited about it, and we're often talking to other airlines as well to add these new routes as well. So we're not stopping there.
How many is too many airlines?
There is no such thing.
Really?
Yeah, the industry has changed just because there were a lot of airlines out there before, but so many have merged and consolidated to where there's not a lot. So we're talking to all of them, and we're just kind of stating our business case as to why we should be the airport that they should enter into next.
Yeah. I mean, why don't you fly, first of all? Because if you have to go all the way to Memphis, Tennessee, that's 5 hours.
Exactly.
You know, and you could be there, what, an hour?
Correct, hour or less. And it's becoming cost prohibitive if you look at it that way, and that's what we're really trying to educate the passenger on. Look at your total trip cost when it comes to parking, when it comes to drive time, when it comes to just your time. Figure out a way to quantify that, because you're 100% correct. It might just be better to catch a plane, and particularly out of Baton Rouge. We have a lot of amenities. We want to be the airport of choice. We often say that just because we know we're not the airport of circumstance. Just because you're in Baton Rouge, we don't take you for granted. We want you to pick us over the other airports in the area like Lafayette and New Orleans and such.
And that's what I was going to ask you too. Why, the person out there, why would they go anywhere else? I love, you and I were talking about, I love the billboard saying if you would have flown BTR, you'd be home by now.
Exactly.
And that's a big deal.
It is.
Because if you go to any other airport, you've got to wait time, you got to go across the street, you got to do this, you got to do that, and then by that time you're flying, and then you got to travel, an hour, 10 minutes back home.
Correct. You really have to look at your time, figure out a way to value that, and particularly, we're talking about no traffic.
Right.
If traffic doesn't exist, then that's pretty much the plan that you just laid out. But if you have traffic, you might even miss the flight. So we just really want to educate people on that and let them know that we're right there in North Baton Rouge, less than a mile away from Southern University. One of the economic anchors of the city, so to speak. And if they want more traffic and want more airlines to come to our airport, one of the biggest steps they can make and one of the biggest things that they can do by doing that is flying our airport.
Right.
Airlines listen to passenger tendencies. So if you come and fly out of Baton Rouge, you're speaking volumes to the airlines that you're going to support the route that you bring to the airport. So.
And there's pretty much nowhere that if you fly out of Baton Rouge, you can't get to.
Correct.
Even London, England, you can, take a flight somewhere else and then connect that to London.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up, because there's a misconception sometimes that you have to be an international airport to get out the country. But no, you're one hop away, literally. We connect to all the major hubs, Atlanta, Dallas, and Houston, and Charlotte. So we can get you anywhere in the world by just making one connection.
Yeah, and my son will be using you here soon. He's in Hawaii.
Great.
He's a Marine in Hawaii, and he's going to be flying down on June 8th, and they're about to book their air flight to come down, and he's going to go into Baton Rouge.
Great, yeah. We're looking forward to that, and anytime you can support the airport, that's definitely what we want to happen. So.
And I love the shops, and you got plenty of good restaurants there too.
We do. We have Wild Cafe. They did a renovation a few years back. They have a wide array of different menu items on their menu. We're often adding different little small kiosks. Right now we have a popcorn kiosk in our restaurant. And in about a month or two, we'll be adding a barbecue kiosk as well. So yeah, barbecue is a staple of the South. So everybody's going to like that. It's one of those things where you don't want it until you smell it. So coming through TSA, it'll be just adjacent to that. So we're excited about that.
So you've been in partnership with Southern University for quite a while.
Indeed.
I know I read your commercials on the air all the time.
Right.
So why is that important to keep that relationship with Southern?
Well, just what we're doing right now, just having the platform that Athletic Director Roman Banks has put out here for us to speak on, tell our story, so to speak.
Sure.
And advertise and sell ourselves. You guys have a big following, obviously, being a part of the Jaguar Nation, being an alumni from Southern University. So the more we can get our message out and visibility and exposure, that's what we want to be about. So it's a no-brainer to be a part of it.
Yeah. Do you get to make any of the games?
Oh, quite a bit. Love the facilities, football games, obviously home games. Love what was done in the end zone. So yeah, definitely enjoy attending all the home games.
So it is a 8-hour drive from Baton Rouge to Dallas. So meaning we got that Texas Showdown, Texas State Fair Showdown coming up against Texas Southern. So can people start booking their airfare right now?
You can book it now, and I would encourage you to book it now, just because you're going to get the best rate.
Right.
The farther you plan out, usually the last-minute rates are the higher rates. And honestly, when they released the schedule, we started planning and looking at that. So anything that's not within driving distance, fly BTR. Go on the website. You can look at all the airlines we have: United, American, Delta, all the mainline carriers, and also VA Airlines, obviously. But yeah, book your flight now. You'll get a very competitive rate. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how competitive we are with our peer airports.
Now, I got a big question to ask you.
Yes.
When is the best time? When is the best day to book an airfare flight? Some people say Tuesdays, some people say Mondays, never on the weekends.
Correct.
What would you say is the best day to book that airline ticket?
The fact of the matter is it is Tuesday.
Tuesdays?
It is a Tuesday.
Why is that?
It's hard to say. I think it's the least, travel day. Typically business travel, which is our airport, people leave out on Mondays and sometimes come back on Fridays. So Fridays are going to be kind of higher price points, and those people that want to travel on the weekends leave on a Friday and come back on a Sunday. But Tuesday is usually your best price point.
So tell Roman Banks that so we can go Tuesday. He could, if it's a hotel room from Tuesday to Sunday.
Was that why you were nudging me?
Yeah. Well, man, it's awesome. I know that we're all proud that you're a Southern alum and that you're now in a big position at Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport. And again, look in that camera right there and tell everybody why they should fly BTR.
Yeah, BTR is the airport of choice. We have all the amenities that any other airport would have. Plus, we have a customer service level and expectation that we really put out for our passengers. So fly BTR, give us a chance to earn your business. Check our fares first. Don't just assume that the peer airports are necessarily cheaper. And we feel we'll be very competitive with any other airport in the area.
And we might have to recruit you to play in the basketball game, because I understand you were a good basketball player.
I was. Graduated from Scotlandville. So I followed the Roman Banks path without knowing I was following it at the time. But enjoyed my time playing sports. So I could.
What was your favorite shot on the court?
Two guard. Yeah. 3-point. Yep.
Cool deal.
Yep.
Wing or?
Yeah, wing, anything outside.
Corner is tough.
Yeah. I never was a leaper.
Yeah.
So I just kind of stayed behind the line and
cool
shot the
deal.
ball.
Well, we got to get you
style.
We got to get you to play next year, right? Alumni game. Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
I can come out there and do something.
There you go. Cool deal. Well, thank you, my man. Appreciate it again.
Indeed.
Proud of you, man.
Chris.
Gregory Pearson, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport. Hey, again, fly out of Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport and you're home early. Fly anywhere else and you're having to drive. Why would you want to drive an hour or more to get home when you can already be home if you fly Baton Rouge Airport, right?
Indeed.
Cool deal.
Couldn't have said it better.
All right, go by and see those guys. They'll definitely take care of you. Nice airport, too. It's always clean. Great shops in there, including Southern merchandise you can get in there, right?
Yes.
In one of the gift shops now.
Yeah, Parodies Gift Shop does sell Southern merchandise. So,
yeah, it's right there when you walk in, right there on the right. That's right. All right, so check that out again. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport. Fly Baton Rouge Metro Airport. All right, when we come back, Roman Banks joins us back here as we take another look at Southern Athletics. That's right here, Pelican Sports TV.
Need to see a doctor fast? Lake Express Check-In lets you get in line online. Visit OLOLRMC.com/express to choose an estimated treatment time at one of our emergency room, urgent care, or physician office locations. A service of Our Lady of the Lake.
Legendary Import Group. Distinguished service and detailed attention. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. Stop by 10660 Coursey Boulevard or phone 225-960-1191.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, official chicken of Southern University. One love.
play the Louisiana Lottery, you may not see where your dollar goes, to the potential it nurtures, to the future it fuels. But with every dollar you spend, you're supporting K through 12 public education. Even if you don't see the change you're making, our students do. Thank you for giving us a reason to smile.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton & Fouget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton & Fouget today.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
Talk to State Farm agent Anna Jones in Baton Rouge today.
What's the most important aspect of event hosting? Location. This is something that Bell knew from day one. That's why we're located in downtown Baton Rouge, across from the convention center, close to LSU, and right by the river. So with a friendly staff, award-winning cuisine, and a massive conference center of 10 rooms and 24,000 square feet capable of fitting more than 2,000 guests, what we offer is just as important as where we are.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics, and before we get back with Coach Banks, we got all this delicious food here, including the overtime with bread pudding, overtime with Coach Roman Banks bread pudding, and the crawfish with the potatoes and the corn. You get all that right here. Look at that platter. I'd say there was about 3 pounds of crawfish right there.
Yeah, it's about 5 pounds right there.
That is good.
It looked like I kind of made my adjustment. I can eat a few of those in this now.
There you go.
Yeah, I was struggling at one point, but I kind of made that adjustment now.
Poor man, huh?
Yeah.
He's got a hard deal for going. And you get any royalty rights on the banana pudding there?
Oh yeah, no question about it.
Naming rights?
Overtime bread pudding. Overtime with Coach Roman Banks bread pudding. Look for it at the Taste of Jag.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, it's time to find out what's happening in Southern University athletics as we take a look at the next 7 right here. Check it out.
Head coach John Garrison, the Southern University softball team, will head to Montgomery, Alabama, May the 8th through the 11th to compete in the SWAC Championship softball tournament. Southern University track and field will compete in the 2019 SWAC Outdoor Championship at Prairie View A&M, May the 3rd through the 5th. Southern University baseball will head to Prairie View, Texas to take on the Panthers of Prairie View A&M, May the 3rd through the 5th, and then head to New Orleans, Louisiana to take on the University of New Orleans on May the 7th at 6:30 p.m. before ending the season at Alcorn State, May the 8th. Southern University Athletics will host the Taste of the Jags Food Expo, May the 23rd at the Belle of Baton Rouge Casino. And that was your next 7 in Jaguar Athletics. Go Jags.
Yes, indeed. Go Jags. And also, by the way, we want to give a big round of applause and best wishes and give her a lot of support. Coach Garrison's in the house getting ready for the SWAC softball tournament. That's going to be in Montgomery, Alabama, too, and we cheer our Lady Jags on for that. Right. Congratulations. Coach Futno is in the house. My cousin is in the house.
Good job on his fundraiser the other night. Very good job on the dance.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, he's a Futno. He can do anything.
Yeah, he can do anything.
That's right. All right, we've got Miss Tiana right here, and she's going to get ready. First of all, tell everybody hello. We're going to let you have your sweet voice on the air first. Say hello.
Hey.
All right, introduce your guest.
Yes, we have Emily Sam with a question for Coach Banks.
All right.
Coach Banks, with baseball potentially winning the West in year 2, what does that mean for Coach Carrick Jackson in the program?
Y'all trying to get a contract extension already? No, but there's no question about it, and we can use Coach Jackson as the focal point here, but just like I feel about all our coaches, anytime you're able to go win a championship, then obviously, you know, it they have the right, we have the right to talk about a contract extension. And now it's a fine line of that because we have a duty to do, and our duty is to try to put the best product on the field, on the court, on the diamond, or whatever it may be. But in year 2, and I think with the task that he had in front of him as it relates to his scholarships, limited practice time, and they're able to do this in a couple years' time, I think he's ahead of his time. And so I just think that our administration understands my recommendation that we need to make sure that he's our baseball coach for the future. Put that well enough? Yes. All right.
All right. Awesome deal. That's his agent. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's his agent right there. Also, speaking of that, we talked about Coach Garris just a moment ago, softball. I understand there was a letter sent to you from the softball team thanking you for being?
Yeah, so, you know, they are so kind and led by, you know, a great coach himself and kindness and how humble he is. So they sent a letter to me and my administration thanking us for the field.
Wow.
Getting those seniors and for them a chance to get back to Lady Jaguar Park. And I'm appreciative of it, but I just feel like that's our responsibility and that's our duty. And so we're going to continue to do those things, you know, under Roman Banks' leadership.
No question about that. Also, too, the Jagathon is now set August 16th.
August 16th, the Jagathon, and so we'll be talking about that, you know, coming in the future, but that's a huge fundraiser for us.
And that'll be on the Cumulus Radio Network?
That'll be on the Cumulus Radio Network from 7 to 7.
7 to 7, and where is it going to be at?
We're going to have it in FG Clark Activity Center
like last year?
Like last year.
Cool deal. Cool deal on that. All right, and so, Coach, talking about Scoreboards Restaurant, we talked about where it's at and what have you, but look at this delicious food. If you're looking out there for a place to come to lunch or a nice dinner, the atmosphere here is unbelievable. We got Southern stuff right here as well. Got LSU stuff right here.
Got DJ Major.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's here. I mean,
make sure y'all get DJ Major over there.
He gets everybody dancing all over the place. But the bread pudding here is I'm serious. The bread pudding is some of the best I've ever had, period. You've got to look how awesome this is. It is unbelievable, folks. You've got to come try this. And boiled crawfish is always very popular, and you can smell it right when you come into the place.
No question about it. I think this is one of they do a very good job on their crawfish here, and the bread pudding really speaks for itself. And so you try it once, you're coming back again.
Oh, ain't no question about that. All right, speaking next weekend, we've got Miss Aretha will be here for next Wednesday show. Miss Aretha Hunt, she will be talking about season tickets. That's exactly right. Also, Willie Hughes, Big Willie.
Big Will.
Will be here with us next week as well.
Hey, no, will be in the house.
And Brian Johnson of the Great American Cookie Company will be here as well. We'll see you next week right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks of Pelican Sports TV.
Go Jags.